As I made my rounds, the Hawaiian instruments resounded against the concrete. The smell of Korean fried chicken delightfully infused the air. Then the Bharatanatyam students glided to the amphitheater, their twinkling anklets bringing me back to the same dance routines I did as a kid. After months of Muchanthla's coronation, my heart swelled to see my city's first AAPI Heritage Festival come alive. That was June 2023, but I think I need to take you back to how it all started. Hi, my name is Jaanvi. I'm an Indian American and I'm a senior at Novi High School. Growing up in Novi, Michigan, I was comforted to have peers who share my experiences and background. However, the surge in anti-Asian violence during the pandemic made me critically examine this facet of my life. In a world where our identities are demonized, what was my community doing to foster inclusion? Are we fully acknowledging the vibrancy that exists here? These questions ultimately culminated in Dear Asian Youth Novi, an organization striving to provide Asian students and allies with a space for cultural advocacy and dialogue. Leading Dear Asian Youth Novi, or DANE as we call it, since 2021, since I was a sophomore, has transcended what it's meant to be a changemaker. It was channeling comfort in Novi students crafting thousands of origami cranes after the Oxford High School shooting. It was watching kids light up as they saw themselves represented in our cultural story times. It was spearheading that transformative festival. As a Michigan Youth Civil Rights Fellow and student facilitator, my social justice project is to get this festival off the ground for 2024. Last year, we worked on a budget of a little less than $300, but our student team of over 18 Novi High School students hustled, and we carried out an event with 2 food vendors, 4 performance groups, 30 student volunteers, and over 300 attendees. The city has approved this festival to become an annual event, so we hope to secure more funding, more outreach, to increase sustainability of this event for years to come. Our success has not only taught us that Novi wants to see this kind of work, but the importance of working with other student communities as well. Many in Novi hold the belief that our population is very diverse, and for a while I agreed. However, it was through this youth civil rights program that I realized and unpacked the segregation of Metro Detroit. The reality is that compared to the United States at large, in Novi, Asians are overrepresented, while Black and Latino populations are underrepresented. And while it's great that we have a large and vibrant Asian population here, that in itself does not mean comprehensive diversity, at least to me. In fact, speaking with leaders from Black Student Alliance and even Hispanic Latino Culture Club at school, I realized that the experiences of Black and Hispanic youth in our community can sometimes be undermined and just less highlighted compared to Asian experiences. At Novi, Asians are now becoming the majority in terms of the student population, but that doesn't mean that bias and discrimination, racism, that still isn't harbored at our school. And it's very important to me that through Dear Asian Youth Novi, we are in fierce solidarity with other student groups and advocacy efforts at our school. We need to commit ourselves to not only speaking up for the issues and experiences that our identities have, but also pulling up for our peers that need support. Through solidarity with other advocacy groups here at Novi, I'm proud to nurture student-driven inclusion, which will be carried long after my graduation. In high school, I found my outlet through advocacy, and I began to really honing on my critical thinking skills and understanding what it means to uplift my voice and uplift the voices of others. So I leave you with this. In whatever issue you want to tackle, be humble, but also realize that you are the one that you've been waiting for. So you're going to make mistakes, but there are so many resources out there that can help you, whether it be online or other people. And thus, try to find allies in your community who are speaking up for the same issues that you are, and even find intersectionality for other communities so that you can build coalitions to work for the same issues together. Finally, advocacy thrives when there is a balance of celebration and criticism, celebrating your identity and your uniqueness, but also criticizing the issues that still need to be solved and working towards that. All too often, especially in the work that I see, when we're celebrating these communities and the cultures, people in privileged positions are welcoming of that. They are less welcoming and more opposed to when we're criticizing the issues that our communities are facing. Know that opposition is normal and that you will find ways to work against it. I'm about to move on to the next chapter of my life, and I'm so grateful to have had this fellowship to work alongside other youth and the issues that we care about most. And hey, maybe this is not the last time you see of me. If you're around Novi, come to the City of Novi's AAPI Heritage Festival on June 2nd. Follow us on Instagram for updates, and we can celebrate the unity in diversity together.